In this video, I'm going to take you through an entire day of my live day trading. So I'm going to show you my complete process, the indicators and strategies that I use, as well as my specific trade entries and exits, and the real profit and losses that come so that you can basically watch and learn from my trading strategies. I've been day trading for 9 years now. I like to do these live trade videos as part of a series to keep you guys up to date with sort of how I'm trading and what we're working on the private side of our team. Because even though I can't share everything that we're working on, I like to always make sure that I'm providing value to you guys on YouTube first. So that's exactly what we're going to be doing today. 2 weeks ago, I just increased my per trade risk from 1 to 2K. So I'm going to sort of document with you guys me trying to handle that proper risk management. And if all goes to plan, I'm going to aim for a 5-digit day. It's about 8:50 right now. I'm going to get everything set up, show you guys how I do my pre-market analysis, and then hopefully we're going to find trade number 1. All right, so whenever I'm starting my trading sessions, I have a few things pulled up. I have my trading view set up over here. I have my exchange where I'm executing orders over here. And then I have my trade journal here where I'm going to be tracking my performance. Okay, the next thing that I want to do is basically figure out for the day where I'm expecting price to go. So right now, I'm going to look at the higher time frame view of Bitcoin. And right now, we've obviously sold off a significant amount, tested this low level. We've had this liquidity inflection level finally break, and we have potentially a key support level right here. So the daily bias for the day is kind of leading me to believe the price could drag down initially and then end up trading up for the rest of the session. So that's kind of the bias for the overall day. Okay, the next thing that I want to do is figure out sort of what's happening on an intraday level with the pair that I'm looking to trade. So typically I'm trading Solana and ETH. Okay, right now I can see that this level is going to be a highly tested level that if price does break above, should be able to eventually get momentum out. But considering we're expecting for price to sort of roll off this morning, this is also an area where I'm going to be waiting for price to contact off of and then break underneath on the opposite side. Okay, on a higher time frame, I want to identify some key areas which are fair value gaps on a 15-minute time frame. So I have a bearish fair value gap here, which should be a draw in liquidity for the day. I also have this area, which I'm going to be watching the midpoint off of for a reversal. Okay, and I'm going to be watching these bullish areas here for responses. So now I kind of have layers of areas where I believe price could gravitate towards. What I'm going to be looking to do strategy-wise for the day is I'm going to be waiting for a few things, and I'm going to be using some proprietary indicators. As far as trading strategy, here's what I'm effectively looking for the day. I want to wait for price to either make a move significantly up or significantly down. Then I'm going to be waiting for price to make a higher high push or a lower low push, break under a critical level. And what I'm going to be doing is targeting the midpoints of fair value gaps. Now, I'm also going to be using proprietary indicators, stuff that we use on the private side of our team that I can't necessarily share on YouTube. Okay, but you are going to see how I'm able to sort of maneuver this on the chart and execute this with real-time analysis. So it's a little bit before the New York Open right now. I'm going to finish getting set up, and then we're going to hopefully get into finding trade number 1. So we're getting big sell-side pressure out of the gate this morning. We're still kind of in the middle of no man's land here. Price hasn't really established an area that I'm looking to get in on an entry. Sometimes right out of the gate in the morning, price is going to move and I'm going to take a direction, but this time I'm going to wait to see if we actually get a proper setup because we do have some volatility out of the gate. And largely what I'm going to do is look for this economic calendar for high impact news. It looks like we have no high impact news events, so should be pretty normal trading, but I want to wait for a break out of one area, be able to find a good trade setup before I'm getting in. You'll see we ran into this midpoint here and immediately rejected off of this 15-minute level. So if we do get another response here, I'm actually interested in potentially trading this down at first in the session. So we're going to see. And I do use TradeZella for my trade journaling, but I actually built a trade journal on Notion that I used for a long time. If you want access to this or you want access to all of the other tools that I use, you can go in the description, follow me on Instagram, DM me the word tools, and I'll send that over to you via DMs. Now we're getting a heavy response off of that to the downside. The only thing is we really didn't get any sort of entry opportunity. Sometimes trading is literally just a waiting game. We want to make sure that we're taking the actual setups that we're supposed to take. On Bitcoin, we did come down and test this low level again, as we sort of expected could be a possibility. So I'm going to sort of wait for the market to pick a direction and then look for a trade, but a little slower of a morning. The market is coming back down to probably retest this low area here. I was trying to set up an order to be able to get in right here. My order literally just didn't fill, so I didn't end up getting into this position, but it's unfortunate because it would have already been hitting the daily goal. which is a little bit frustrating, but that's the kind of the name of the game with trading. What I'm waiting for now is for the market to show some sort of response level to see if I can find a shorter time frame opportunity. What I'm really trying to do is find good opportunities, not just trying to take a ton of opportunities. I'm going to be patient. I'm going to wait, and we'll hopefully find trade number one. Right now, we are having price sort of retest the overside of this level here. What I'm waiting for now is to see if we get a positive response here, and then also if this is going to correlate to a positive response outside of this area for me to be able to get an entry signal. Basically, I'm waiting for a pop and a response, but I really need to see that fully confirm so that I'm not trying to long a downtrend. I'm also trying to fight my revenge here because this would have already been off of my other position about 14K, so a little bit frustrating in there off of missing that level once again, but that's kind of the name of game of trading. You can't let, those revenge thoughts win and force you to take trades that are not of quality. So I'm still waiting for us to get a response, a flip, find an entry, and then hopefully we will enter into our trade. We're starting to get our move now, so I want to be ready for this candle to close, see if we can get into our position. We kind of broke out of this structure, so I want to be ready. But I only put my order in here. It kind of took off without me still already, so we'll see if this pulls back down or if that was the opportunity 2 on the day. I literally was acting as fast as I could. Like, there's no possible way to do that. All right, so we're in long here. So this position tagged us out for break even. I'm going to still see if this structure can break, and I'm going to see if I can find trade number 2. So first trade, break even, not bad. Still being selective, and hopefully trade number 2 is a full runner. Price has sort of been trending down for the majority of the day. I've been waiting for this level to see if it can take a run at it and break to the bullish structure. On a 15-minute time frame, we're getting a fixed response off of this high important 15-minute fair value gap, so we could get a quick flip here. We're getting an actionable level. We should be able to see some rejection off of this zone. Once again, a little frustrated that I wasn't able to capture this move for the session, which would have already put me at my daily goal, but it is what it is. This trade right here is producing a really, really nice gap. I have my buy side indicator here. Once this candle closes, I can look to set a position up. Hopefully we get a response off of this level and continue to flip to the upside. I'm going to set this up now. Hopefully it can hold this level. I have my order in. Risk to break even. We're getting a really nice move. Wow, really big move. That was the area then for sure. This fair value gap is kind of where I was expecting price to have an issue. We broke through that. We didn't break through the candle yet. The next spot would really be up here, which would be a Goliath of a trade. With the remainder of this position, I'm going to try to target the midpoint of this gap up here, see if we can have prices continue to push substantially higher. There's a good chance that this sort of flips and withers away. I'm going to reduce risk to break even. So it's either we locked in this 4,500 or price starts to rush up. Wow, I'm not used to trades this big. I definitely feel the emotions pulling on me. We have this higher time frame fair value gap right at this midpoint here, and we also have resistance right here. This is already a 6.3R trade. I'm gonna go ahead and just take it off the table. Crazy trade. All right, so obviously we had our entry zone here. I took partial profits off at this first area here, just because this was the consolidation zone right in this area. Additionally, at this point, we were already up 5 risk factors on the day, so I didn't want to let all of that profit go. Originally, I was going to target this area up here, but as soon as I saw that this was a bullish fair value gap here, you can see that's exactly where the midpoint ended up having a response. In addition to the fact that we had support, breaks down, resistance, drops down, and then fills back into to that area. So maybe this continues throughout the session. I don't know, breaks that level. Who knows? All I know is that I was able to get out of this trade for 11.3K, or approximately just shy of 6 risk factors. A really good start to the day. I hate to say this, but basically the first trade that I was looking to take was after this breach level right in here. You can see my indicator perfectly signaled a continuation to the downside, and then trailing that down to the nearest fair value gap would have allowed me to trade it down to either this level or at the very least this level, which would have given me, you know, another 5. Could have been a 20 plus day, but it is what it is so far. We should see volume start to pour in as we start to approach the Asia session, which will happen in about an hour and 20 minutes. So I'm gonna eat something and hopefully we're able to find trade number 3 before I go out to dinner. So we had Asia open just now. What I'm noticing is that price is failing consistently off this level, and we just broke and made a close underneath this level, right? What I'm looking to do is take this gap. I already took an entry here off of the midpoint of this gap. So if price is going to fail off of the structure and continue dropping down, I should be able to at least get price to move into the midpoint of this range, in which case I should be able to reduce risk. All right, so we finally got that move that I'm looking for. Listen, I don't really know how far through this point we're gonna get. If we can dump down, we gotta basically break through this red zone. If we can close below this red zone and invalidate it, great. If that happens, I'm gonna target this gap down here, and that will be all she wrote. That's gonna get me a nice little 4R. I lost so much to slippage on this trade, 400 in, by the way. So I'm looking for, like I said, this to break that gap. Either way, I am break even on this trade. I'm not gonna let this trade come back up and stop me out for a loss. Got the nice move in our direction. We're just gonna let this play out. It is what it is, mate. Starting to get a really nice push now. There's really no next level for this to want to gravitate to before it reaches the take profit level. So to me, it makes sense that it's going to hit that take profit level. Didn't like that level. Come on down now. I'm going to take off partials here. So I locked in about 1,800, just cover some of those fees and stuff. See if we can get the rest to push down. 85.14. Come on, and test that midpoint now. Make my day jolly. Come on. Wow, what a move. What a move. Watch it reject off of this and flip. Watch and admire it flip this level. You're just reading the markets. Look at that. Look at that. It's like we've reached ultimate nirvana, guys. Look at that. All the way back up to entry. If that's not a beautiful take profit, I don't know what is. Unbelievable. If anyone's gonna sit here and say like, I don't know what I'm talking about, bro. You know what I'm saying? Another 6K on the day. 17 on the day. Wow. All right, so after all said and done, let's go over the session from yesterday and see how things sort of shook out. This was my Bitcoin analysis. I was assuming right out of the gate at around 9 o'clock, we would get an initial dump in the market down to this general area. So short bias was kind of in tune already. Main thing that I was looking to trade was Solana. We had that break originally. Price started moving down out of New York in the New York session. I had my proprietary indicator telling me short here. This was the first actionable move to the downside. So this is where I drew my first piece of analysis. Bearish fair value gap. Looked to try to get an entry. I literally was trying to get this done as fast as possible. Take profit level would have been right down here at this next available bullish fair value gap on the 15 minutes. So I did leave, say, 10R on the table, which would have got me to my entire daily goal. But we missed it. So I was trying to make sure that I was patient. On trade number 2, we got this liquidity inflection developing at this point. Price broke out. I was trying to time a nice gap. We also had this buy signal here on my proprietary indicator. I ended up getting in right in this consolidation after we saw a response off of that level. Was it a perfect trade? Not really. I just wanted to see this level break, and I knew that we had an order block down here, basically 3 consecutive candles with a fair value gap after that low was swept. So to me, I wanted to play this to the upside, see if this would gravitate back up. I reduced risk on this trade, ended up getting out for break even. 176 lost with slippage. Those were post only orders, so I executed that pretty well. As the market sort of started to develop, I marked out this area here. I wanted to see this liquidity inflection break, which you could see we had the high impact break above this previous resistance zone. Once again, you can see proprietary buy signal here and here. All things were a go for me to be able to enter the market, especially because we had this level, which was that actionable level. So I sniped beautifully into that point. Notice how we broke through that level, came down, break even here, continued all the way back up, and you'll see I was able to take first profit here and then second profit right up here, right into this previous resistance zone. That was the beast of the trade there. That was that 11K, about 5.5 risk factors. That was the big one that got me to my daily goal. I was basically letting the market sort of finish developing here. I wanted to wait for, you could see this Asia open. Volume kind of dies out, and then you'll see as Asia opens, the volume starts to pump back in. So as soon as price came into this sort of focal point, I wanted to see how it was going to respond off of this underside here. This was the first candle to close underneath those lows. I knew this is where the volume was going to come back in, so I was hoping to just get in, have this breakdown and reduce risk, which I did right here. And then price came perfectly down, you'll see, to that exact point. So my take profit was the midpoint of this higher time frame fair value gap. That's exactly where it went before reversing all the way back up. Literally a perfect take profit area here. There was also another trade opportunity that I missed right here, which would have been, you know, me trading into the middle of the night. I was literally out at dinner. I had my buy signal, change of character over here. And then once again, if we're looking for liquidity inflections, that's literally my perfect liquidity inflection. Midpoint, buy signal here. I mean, would have been stop loss right around here, and then probably would have been take profit right around here. So that could have been, I mean, anyways, whatever. Point is, all said and done, 66% win rate. So I basically had a clean day. I one break even, 2 wins, which is really, really good. That's obviously nice when those happen, and ended up with 17.1K to end it off with 3 trades. Overall, really, really good trading session. If you want any of these tools that I use, go on Instagram in the description, follow me, DM me the word tools. I'll send everything that I use for trading over. Make sure you hit like, subscribe if you want to know when I drop new videos to stay in tune. You can check out other videos here in the private team. But until next time, guys, I will see you all in the next video.